Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here, continuing our Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalkers 2013 playthrough series. This time we are up against Chandra. Red damage, something probably. All right, let's think about this here. Chandra, what do you have in your hand first of all, or are they this card here? Chandra's Phoenix, 1 colorless, 2 red, 2/2, flying haste. Whenever you deal damage, red earns some sorcery spell, may return it to your hand. Okay, whatever. Alright, so some pretty big creatures here in Chandra's deck. Moderate speed, flexibility is looking pretty good. Card synergy, blah. Let me think, what do I want to do against Chandra's deck? What to do against Chandra's deck? Got the Goblin deck, but red versus red might be kind of boring for you guys to watch for no particular reason. Get the white deck, White Weenie is always fun. Not sure. It's a stupid life gain deck, which is incredibly boring to watch. Let's try White Weenie. Let's give this one a shot. It's my go-to. So good. Oh, some Chandra stuff here. You cast your spell, Chandra. Very form-fitting outfit there. Yeah, it's creepy, I know. Don't yell at me. Don't spew your flames at me, flames of hate. Alright, a little bit of bio here from Chandra Nalar, 5'6", 130, Pyromancy. And as always, if you want to read this stuff, I will skim through it quickly, and you can pause the video if these are things you're interested in. Don't complain that you can't read it. This video is 1080p, you can enlarge it and read it without issue. Opening hand, and I get to play first. What do we got here? 2 Squadron Hawks, First Strike Vigilance, Ring of Thune. Pacifism. Well, not the best hand, but I don't know, I've had worse. Vigilance is of course great. I'll show you what it is really quickly. F1. Creatures with Vigilance don't become tapped when they attack. I think I'm gonna keep it. Got the Squadron Hawks. And actually, I think this deck only has 2 Squadron Hawks, so they kind of defeat their purpose. Let me show you Squadron Hawk. Normally, if someone plays with Squadron Hawk, they play with at least 3, maybe even 4, because when it comes into play, you search the library for 3 Squadron Hawks and put them in your hand. This is good for a multitude of reasons. Sure, you fill up your hand with these 1/1 flyers. It also helps thin out your deck, which helps you get to your other cards quicker. So it's pretty good. Stuff like that's pretty good. Squadron Hawk, I remember when those first came out, and I had a couple decks that played with 4 of those. Fun, not bad. Squadron Hawk comes into play. We search our library for other Squadron Hawks, but I think that there aren't any more besides this one in my hand, so that means we search our library for nothing. As you can see, nothing came into effect. Chandra turn 2. What do we have here? There is something. 0/1 flying, and it's got the pump up ability. Dragon Hatchling, how cute. Oh, you're so cute, Dragon Hatchling. So, you can pump it up. It's an 0/1 by default, but it gets strong when you have mana. Turn 3 for me. Planes. And, of course, we could do this, but the other thing, though, is that we can do this. We can put the ring in play and equip it. And I want to do that. So we're going to tap 2 to put it into play. And then we tap 1 to activate its ability, and we put it on the Hawk. So, during my next upkeep, it's going to get +1/+1 counter on it because the ring +1/+1 during my upkeep if it's a white creature. And I will attack now, and it does not tap. Which, of course, means that I could block with it next turn, but I won't because chances are he's going to attack and pump up his creature, and I don't want this guy to die. I'd rather just wait a couple turns till he gets bigger. You know, get him a nice beefy size flying creature and a much better situation. Turn 3 for Chandra. What will it be? Chandra? You gonna swing? No, skips the attack phase, so gonna be playing something second main phase. There it is. Prodigal Pyromancer. This is annoying. He can tap it, deals it 1 damage to our creature or player. So not only is this like guaranteed damage to me because I can't block something like this, but he can also ping off my creatures with 1 toughness, which is annoying right out the gate because I have this, I've got this. It's like, what can I do? Now, unfortunately, this isn't the pacifism variation. Not called pacifism, I forget what it's called, but there's a card that target creature can attack or block or use activated abilities. But that's not what this is, so not so good for me. This is awesome, though. Sorcery, 2 target creatures I control get +2/+2 and gain flying until end of turn. Alright, so now, at least during my upkeep, he is saved, because he gets a counter on him. Excel target creature. It's almost worth it to play for me. Almost. I don't know if... So the question that I have right now is, should I play this to get rid of him, just so we can not ping my guys? But also, yeah, I mean, look, if I play this, he'll ping it off next turn. Can't do anything about it. So at least with this, get rid of that guy. I think it's worth it. I'm gonna do it. My concern now, of course, is that he comes out with something even more ridiculous than this, but whatever. I can't worry myself about that. The other good thing, too, is that mono red, which appears to be what Chandra is here. I'm not seeing any other mana types come out. Not a lot of enchantment destruction in mono red, so. Getting rid of that ping was pretty crucial, though. Now I can finally play these creatures without fear of them just getting picked off. At least not from him. I'm sure Chandra's got other bull crap. Alright, so this is the attack. Of course, the question is, do you block with the 2/2 or do you let it go through? I let it go through right now. He can pump it up 3. I'd rather just take the 3 damage than lose my flyer that's going to be pumped up every turn, you know? Rather just take that damage for now. For now, at least. So we take the 3. Chandra's tapped out. Nothing else coming from her this turn. Now, I got to 3/3. Drew into a mana. Yes, perfect, perfect. Got this. No point in playing it right now, though. Don't even have 2 creatures in play. I mean, sure, there would be a point I could give him +2/+2, but why not wait till it's a little more effective, right? Why not wait a turn? So, what we do now is, I think we're gonna go with him. 2/1 First Strike Vigilance. And do I want to switch it up now, or do I want to keep it on the flyer? I think we'll keep it on the flyer. My concern, my question is, you know, do I want to start pumping up this 2/1 First Strike Vigilance, or do I want to keep it on the fly? Keep getting the flyer bigger than a 3/3. I think I probably want to get him to about a 5/5, and then maybe I'll switch. Chandra, Chandra, Chandra. What do you have? What do you have, Chandra? Swings? Not blocking. Not gonna do it. Not taking the bait. I'll take the damage. Doesn't, look at that, doesn't pump it up. Had I blocked, she would have pumped it up. What the heck? This thing just random like lag when the foils come into play. 4/1 flying. He can tap 4 to return to his hand. There you go. Keep pumping up my flying creature for that reason. You know, I'm gonna pacify that. Screw it. I'm gonna pacify that this turn. Upkeep, 4/4. Let's do it, boy. I don't have to, actually. I could just do this. I could save the pacify. Take the 4, at most 8 next turn with that pump up. Get this through. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. We'll save the pacify for an upcoming turn. All right. Yeah, because this says first strike. This is total win right here. Well, it's not going to win the game, but I'm saying this was a good move. So Chandra, do you take 10 or do you block 1? Blocks it. Takes 4. Phoenix goes in the graveyard. Now he can res the Phoenix. not rest it, but return it to his hand by tapping 4 next turn. But then he wouldn't even be able to play it right away. Or does it go into play? Is it just in the hand? Yeah, just in the hand. All right, liking this, liking this, liking this. Chandra, what's next? You really gonna activate that? Nope. Looks like that's a no. Chandra, what do you have in your hand? You have an instant, don't you? That's some sort of tomfoolery. You plan to block. You plan to block, right, Chandra? Let me throw it. Let me throw a kink in those plans. Pacify. Ruffle. Pacify is 1/1. Time to attack. There's the attack. Chandra can't block, so 7 goes through. Oh, nope, there's something. I knew something was happening. Chandra's Fury, 4 damage to each. Damage to target player, 1 damage to each creature it controls. So that means my 2/1 dies. Nothing I can do about that. But 5 still goes through. And of course, very happy that I waited to play my Squadron Hawk until now. And do I switch it? Yeah, I'm gonna switch it. Switch it to him. So he'll start getting pumped up and has Vigilance now. I don't want just a 1/1 threat, I want at least that 2/2. Chandra, you're a 5, I'm a 13. What's your next move? What is this garbage? 3/3, flying. When it dies, deals 3 damage to each creature and each player. Ouch. Alright. Still. That would wipe the board. That would, if I kill that thing, that's not good. All right, so let me just throw out this scenario here. This is the problem. If I attack this, what he will do is block the 5/5. It will kill him. 3 damage will go through to him. He dies, 3 damage across the board, which means I lose this creature, and I would lose this one as well, because he's already done 3 damage to him from combat. And then when it dies, it'll deal additional 3 damage, which will kill off the Hawk. So I need to wait. If I attack with this right now, he does that. I lose all my creatures. He loses all his creatures, but the problem is he can get this back, as you can see. Return it from your graveyard to your hand. Plus he's got his other Phoenix in his graveyard that he can also get back at any point. So I can't attack right now. 2 would go through, which is not enough to kill him, and I would lose all my creatures. So that attack this turn would be stupid. So we're gonna not do that. Four damage to target creature, 2 damage to that creature you control. All right, so it just did 4 damage to this. Don't do 1 more damage to that this turn. I will kill you. Not literally, I won't be able to kill you. Attacks for 3? Do you have something that I don't know about? Yes, I will take 3 damage. Chandra? Chandra. Yeah, Chandra just lost herself the game. I'm on the hardest difficulty too. I don't understand why that just happened. Do you have something in your hand that I don't know about? Pretty sure Chandra just lost herself the game. Wow, weird. Well, we won. Chandra could have bought yourself a couple more turns. I don't know why you did that. Chandra, I'm not sure why you did that. I unlocked a card. Why am I not unlocking Chandra's deck? Actually, Chandra's deck doesn't seem that good. Interesting. I'm intrigued as to why Chandra did not, Weird. We're up against Jace again now. Now, Jace appears to have the same mill deck that he had before. To which I say, goblins. Why am I watching the same Jace? Didn't I see this already? You gotta be kidding me. Why am I seeing this again? Who cares? Yeah, Jace, you're small. I get it. Alright, so I'm pretty sure this is the same deck. Maybe he's got the Planeswalker card now. Wow, that's a terrible hand. A little bit better. Open up a shock. Mind Moil is awesome. Kind of. Reckless one. Alright, we're gonna keep it. Alright, Jace, Master of Mills. Yeah, I'll do that. I don't have a choice. Top 2 cards, my graveyard. Library going to my graveyard. Where are they? 2 swamps and 2 mountains, and I drew into another mountain. You serious? I got a shock. Not gonna play that this turn. So we say go. Shock will be saved for surgical creature removal. That's what shock will be saved for. Another Thought Scour. Let's see what I lose. Losed another mountain, and then one of those goblins, which I just drew into, actually. Turn 2. Goblin Piker. Just a 2/1, nothing special. We drew into this. Discard a card, draw a card. So go to Jace. So Jace is going to try to mill me. Already doing a good job to start. Turn 3, 2/2. Enters the battlefield, return target creature to its owner's hand. What a bitch. What a pain in the ass. Right. I get it, Jace, you're annoying. Your deck's annoying, I understand. 2/1 enters the battlefield with 1 damage to our creature or player. Might want to hold on to that. Also want to hold on my shock. Sure, he's got 2/1 creature, but what is that? Like, what kind of danger is that to me? It's not much, really. Back with the Piker. We hold on to the shock for now. JC Poo, what do you have, buddy? No attack. Doesn't want to lose this guy. Place a 2/2. Target player draws 2 cards, then discards 2 cards. That gets shocked. I think that's a worthy target before the end of my turn. Get that out of there. Don't want to deal with that. Don't want to deal with that. Drew into this. Look at this. Creatures you control have double strike. You know what double strike is? Let me show you. Attacking and blocking creatures that have first strike and double strike deal combat damage before the creatures. Then, all creatures, except those with first strike, deal combat damage. So, creatures that have double strike deal combat damage twice each combat. It's pretty awesome. Yes, it is. Alright. Could play a reckless one. It would just be a 2/2, though. So, it's got haste also, so I think I'll just wait a turn. I will throw this 2/1 in play. I want to save that though until he gets a creature with 1 toughness so I can ping it off. Unless I just do damage to him, of course, but meh. Let's get the Rummaging Goblin in play. I'm just going to hold on to him for his damage. Again, if I get a better target from Jace, that's what I like to use it against. Attack phase not going to go yet. Want to keep my goblins in the board so that my reckless one is a little bit stronger. Jace, what do you got here, buddy? You got something, I know it. Draw a card. If a graveyard has 20 more cards in it, draw 3 cards instead, so he'll just be drawing 1 because I don't have that many cards in my graveyard. Plays. This is annoying. Whenever you draw a card, you may have target player put the top card of his or her library in his or her graveyard. That's one of the biggest things for milling me that he has in his deck. It's just so effective. It's so strong. Alright. Look at this. can cycle it. Deal X damage to target creature. Player X is the number. Deal X damage to target creature. X is the number of goblins in the battlefield. So I cycle it. I can kill him, hit him for 3, which I should probably start doing. So I think I'm gonna do that this turn. 2 damage to him. He returns that to my hand. In response. In response to that, I will activate the ability. I don't want to get rid of though. I'm really a huge fan of this. So I think I'm gonna discard this. Draw a card. That goes through. Oh, I see what he did, that son of a bitch. All right, well, check out this though. We play another mountain, and then we play him. Even Steven, jerk. So because he used the stack in response to bounce the creature back to my hand, my cycle card only did 1 damage instead of 2, but then I played him, finished him off with the last 1, and then we attack for 2. Not too shabby, I dare say. Jace, what is next? Howling Mine, that helps me too. Thank you much. Of course, I worry about getting milled, but I just have to try to kill him before that. Now with 6 in play, things start getting a little bit better. Like this. Creatures I control double strike. I can play that. My concern is that he has a counterspell in his hand, which would be bad. So, I want to wait until he's tapped out. I don't want to. Let's see. Let's go with this. Try to bait a counterspell. Why would he counterspell that? Nobody knows. Okay, you didn't counterspell that? Fine. How about this reckless one? Look at that. Beautiful. So, that's the thing. Is sitting with mana untapped. I'm concerned about a counterspell. Sure, I'm not thrilled. Even though I said beautiful, I'm not thrilled that he counterspelled my reckless one. I would love to attack with that, which would have been a 4/4 with haste, so I would have hit with it this turn. But I'm thrilled that he dumped his counterspell because now, hopefully, he doesn't have another one or doesn't draw into another one, and next turn I can play the Rage Reflection and get my creatures with double strike. And then that would be beautiful. So that's why I was so excited. So we're gonna keep our fingers crossed, of course, that he's not drawing into another counterspell. Next turn that lands, and then all of a sudden, bam, 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 doing some massive damage. That's our hope, anyways. That is our hope. Ooh, geez, that hurt. What did I lose? Ugh, lost a Goblin War Chief and the Siege Gang Commander. That's painful. Plays a 1/1 flying. It's a 4/4 as long as I've got 10 cards in my graveyard, which I do. So he's gonna 4/4 in play. Now, my fingers are just crossed right now that he doesn't have another counterspell. Here we go. Please land. Yes. Creatures have double strike. All right, so. Problem is, though, he's got a 5/5 now. So he blocks one of these 2/2s and my thing dies. I could probably block this one though, because if you block this one, or no, yeah, if you blocked this, which you won't do, does 1 damage to him. So the question is, do I wait a turn? What does waiting a turn really do for me though? Losing that 5/5 really hurts, of course. Yeah, I could wait until that. It's got 6. I can pump him up 2 with double strike. Forces the block. Want to wait till next turn. So what my idea right now is I've got 6 lands in play, right? Next turn, play this for 4. Got my 2 extra. When I attack, it becomes a 3/1. Must be blocked if able. That's going to force a block from his creature onto him. Okay. And then it's a 3/1, has double strike, it'll turn into 6, it'll kill him off. These guys will go through, rather than just sacking these guys this turn to get 4/6 through. I'm gonna wait next turn, get more through, and then not lose one of my creatures in turn. What did he play? Any number of target opponents, each discards their hand and draws 7 cards. Okay, so I just kind of missed out on what I planned to do, but let's see what I draw into. Now I'm getting, again, my deck's starting to get low. I am getting concerned. Wait, did that not go? Any number of target opponents, each discard his or her hand and then draw 7 cards. Why did that not happen? He's attacking for 5. What is going on? Did I miss something? Font Mythos. At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player draws 2 additional cards. So I'm going to be drawn into a bunch of cards now. He's attacked for 5. Which is weird for me. It's confusing. Plays another one of these. My plan will still work. What happened? Am I missing something, guys? He played this, right? Any number of target opponents, each discard his or her hand and draw 7 cards. That did not happen. I don't know. I am confused. All right, so we drew into a bunch of cards here. Lands up to 7 now. Let's see what this is. 2/2 haste. Whenever attacks, defending player reveals the top card of his or her library. If it's a land card, that player puts it into his or her hand. Whenever Goblin Guide attacks, defending player reveals the top card of his or her library. If it's a land card, that player puts it into his or her hand. Okay. Oh, it's because it's a 1/2/2 haste. It's because it's a first turn 2/2. That's beneficial for him, technically speaking, at least in this deck. Maybe there's other combos, but the thing is it's a first turn that you can swing for 2. So it's not the greatest for me right now, but still. Now, got full hand here. This is still gonna be my best bet, I think. I've got even 2 of them. Oh wait, where's that card that I had? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So we're gonna play this. All right. Gonna pump it up twice. So we've got 1 mana left to play with, and I think we'll use that for the Goblin Guide. I'm gonna get him through. There's some extra damage here. And actually now I've got 5 in play, so I don't even have to do that, because what I can do now is I can cycle this. Got 5 goblins in play to kill him off. So let's do that. Glorious. Attack phase. 2, 4, 6, 7. No. 4 + 4 is 8, 12. I think this is the win. I think this is the win, guys. Double strike. This is first strike. And then double strike. Oh yeah. Sweet victory. GG, Jace. Take it easy. Nice to know ya. Bam! Oh yeah, what'd I get? Some stupid card. Wonderful. All right, guys, well, look at that. Got 2 games done. Both have been defeated. The crybabies can stop crying and about the difficulty now. And last up is Nicol Bolas. Wow, we got 1 more, that's it? That's it for the campaign after that, huh? Jeez, I'm crow. Well then, so we'll have Nicol Bolas, we'll kill that fool, and then we'll maybe probably just periodically do some multiplayer matches with you guys. What I'm gonna do before then is play the decks enough to unlock all the cards so that I can get actually some solid looking decks that I like, and then we go from there. Sounds like a lot of fun. All right, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the final video in the campaign series. Again, we'll move into multiplayer after that. Should be exciting. As always, if you like the content, please subscribe, keep watching, and keep owning.